The online marketplace like Amazon is filled with these low quality, cheap, mediocre earphones that are from some generic brands that will just be ruined in a month or so. And once in a while, when I browse it, I see a brand name that I actually recognize. Like this one, for example. This PTron Pride Lite is available for like 179, so I ended up buying it. It was available on Amazon Prime as well, so free shipping within one day. So that's pretty amazing. We've seen a lot of products of PTron on this channel already, from varying price tags from a couple of hundreds all the way to a few thousands, but they are very well under budget for all of their products. So I was kind of curious, what is it that you get for the same price as those generic brands with a good looking packaging like this? Now, the user reviews for this product were overwhelmingly positive, and this is just a simple wired earphone. And I was on the lookout for a wired earphone anyways for phone calls and editing my videos and stuff, because I've been using my headphone for that. Now, it's a pretty good quality headphone. It's the Edifier H850. I've been using this for pretty much everything, but it's a over-ear wired headphone with these foamy cushions. And with this weather that is sunny in the mornings and rain in the afternoon, it gets pretty sweaty around the ears. So I wanted something like this that's lightweight and easy to fit in your ears. It's a pretty standard wired earphone with 10mm dynamic drivers, single driver, not like their PTron Boom series with dual drivers, and it has only 16 ohms of impedance, so it should be really easy to handle this with the mobile phone. The box price says about $899, but as I said, it's available for $179 on Amazon with Prime shipping. Now, this should be a very familiar unboxing. If you have seen any other PTron product, it will be the similar package, a blue package on the outside with a black cardboard case inside that has your product inside it. So there's only one extra ear tip size available. We'll take a look at the fit in a minute. First impressions are, well, about as I expected for this price. Really, the cable is nothing great. I mean, it's not a braided cable, but it's fine. I'm not complaining for the price. I mean, I just wanted a simple earphone for indoor usage. I wasn't gonna use this in a very rough way or anything. That's a pretty standard PTron style volume slider. I mean, they don't have buttons on their earphones. They have this slider thing that controls volume. And yeah, it's an internal amplifier, so it's not going to control the device's volume. It's only going to increase and reduce the volume up to the level that you've set on your phone. So if you want higher volumes, you'll have to set it with your device itself. The buttons are actually not bad. These are better buttons than something like the Mi dual driver earphones. Remember, those things are going for $899. The only downside is that the cable is a normal rounded cable, so it's as you can see, it's a glossy finished plastic material. It's not a braided finish like most of the earphones offer. But I guess that's one of the main reasons why the price was so low. They do offer a gold-plated connector. That's a surprising thing, but I wish there was some kind of a rubber groove here, because usually these things get weakened over time, so they may break. So if I were you, I would wrap some black electrical tape around this to make it a little bit stronger. So as advertised, the drivers are very small. They are supposed to be small and lightweight. And PTron said they were metal, and yeah, they are metal. And in case you're wondering, these backs are not magnetic, so they do not have magnets. They are just standard metal back. I don't get why they were metallic. I mean, I would rather take the cable to be a little bit stronger than have the ear tips made of metal. But it's okay. I mean, I guess that was a fashion statement PTron was going for. Now, I don't see any markings for any left or right earphones, so I don't know if these are stereo separated or not. Yeah, I'll listen to these for a while and let you know what I think about the fit and whether the stereo separation is present. And for some reason, the balance was a little bit off. The audio was sounding a little bit more in my left ear compared to the right. It's easy to fix with a balance slider, so I had to bring it a little bit to the right. And they're very comfortable. The seal on the ear is very nice, and from the initial impressions, I'm actually liking these a lot. These are great value for money. The only thing that I'm worried about though is the the connector here. I wish it was a right-angled connector, or it would have a little bit of rubber protection here, because these are all hard plastic, so it can break at any time. Now this is metal for some reason. The holder of this thing or the casing around this is metal, but the cable is plastic, right? So it can break here at any time. So be careful when you're using this. One little detail I noticed is that the microphone module is in the exact center of both of these earphones. So you can see that the earphones end at the same place, and that's where the microphone module comes in. So it will end perfectly at a middle place between these two. So usually what happens with the modern earphones is that they have the microphone module somewhere on the left or on the right earphone, right? So it will be either on the left side or on the right side, hanging in a weird way. I don't really like that too much. I prefer this way of having it in the middle, so that whether you're wearing the left or the right one in your ear, you always have this in the same place. You're hearing right now is well, it's from this earphone itself. I'm not plugging in my mic. I'm just using this earphone's mic to record myself, and this is what you would typically sound like during phone calls. I bet the audio would be a little bit dimmer than usual. I haven't edited the audio in any way, so this is what you would sound with the ceiling fan on and with some noise on the outside. In case you're wondering, I'm speaking like this with the microphone a little bit closer to my mouth. And if I let it drop down just like that, I notice that it's a little bit below what I would typically consider a mouth range. Usually it'll be here or here. That's what we're used to. So the audio would be a little bit lower if it's down there. So I recommend you hold it up to your mouth like this if you're having a short phone call or something. I also noticed that they haven't provided any clip in the box that allows you to clip this thing closer to yourself. So that's something you will have to bring it out on your own. So I think that about wraps it up. These are a pretty good pair of earphones for under 200 rupees. I mean, I'm not expecting too much, and these deliver well above what I was expecting at this price. Only thing that's on par with what I was expecting is the cable quality. Yeah, I mean, it's not impressive, but then again, some other earphones like JBL's or even Sennheiser CX180s have very similar cables, and they come at significantly higher price tags. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much standard at this point. I mean, I'm gonna be using this for editing videos and editing phone calls anyways, so for my use it's fine. And really, at this price range, you should be looking at some similar use case for this. The audio itself is very satisfactory. The seal around the ears is pretty comfortable, it doesn't sweat too easily, so the audio sounds really nice. There's a good amount of passive noise cancellation as well. So if you just want an earphone for casual use in phone calls and you're not gonna use it very roughly and you're just gonna use it indoors, I mean, most of the time we spend indoors these days anyway. So these should do just fine for you. I think these will easily last you for at least a year. Well, there's nothing much else to cover really. It's just a simple earphone where, well, I've just given you my brief experience. If you have any further questions, definitely leave them in the comments. As usual, I'll answer them. If you do decide to buy this from the link in the description, hold on to your warranty card because there's a decent chance that you might need it. But anyways, with that said, I'll see you next time. Cheers.